Okay, I think we're back. Awesome. Okay. So today I want to continue with the swamp environment, and also I would like to work a little bit on the character. On the character as well, to match the style a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can do that. I appreciate it. Yeah, swamps are so nice. So this is the current character, but I want to make it a little bit more blocky like the rest. I want to make it so it's like divided in pieces. So I'm gonna start probably with the let's do the arms. Let's see if I can like come here. Something like this. Let's do something very blocky to see how it works. Okay, that's gonna be the arm. Then I want to do something similar for the legs. might be too much. Something like this. And here I want to make some kind of like baggy pants or something like that. Something like this. Then I'm gonna push this up a little bit. And extrude this little thing here a little bit. Okay, that's probably good enough. Then I want to reproject. Okay. Okay, sweet. Let's assign some materials to this. Just a quick color. I think I have that one already, the skin. Roughness 1, so it's not shiny. Something like that. And then I want to get another material ID here. Let's see what happened. There you go. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Then probably we can assign this here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy of that one, and I want to try adding some bevels just to see if we can add a little bit more. Detail just to these sides. See how that looks. Okay, it's a little nicer. Nope, let's keep it super low poly. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Right. Okay. Now we have that arm. The legs might be too thick. That might be better. Going to push this down a little bit. Then I want to bake it, reproject. And let's assign the blue pants. Okay, so now make another copy, and I will try to do the same. Actually, yeah, we can add a little bit more detail to this. Something here. Maybe we can extrude this one. Okay. beveling, I always like to do a copy just in case, and do a little bevel here. Okay. Okay, now I need these pieces. I'm gonna make a copy of that. I'm going to get that piece. Okay. Assigning materials in Unreal, it's a little confusing. With the modeling tools, it's a little strange. Okay. Okay, so sweet, we have that. Again, I'm gonna just make a copy. Then I'm going to bevel. Okay, maybe let's try beveling all. Might work better, yeah. That feels better. The same here. Yep. So we make that connection. Between upper arm and lower arm. And I think I might have everything I need to build the character, and the legs also. Let's try to do that since we are doing that for the arms. Just gonna get the other edges and do a little bevel. Okay, yep, a little bit more rounded, feels nicer. Alright, let's try to place this into the character and see how it works. I'm gonna call this folder no bevel, just in case I need these basic meshes. Something like that. Okay, let's try to place that into the character, see how it works. So the goal is to make the character look a little bit more blocky, since we are going for this kind of style. Okay, that's very good. I'm gonna go to mesh, just custom mode or animation asset. There you go. So it goes back to T-pose, and it's way easier to do this thing. Okay, cool. Let's do the upper arms. This needs to be smaller. And this needs to be smaller as well. Oops. Why is the color so different? Oh. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I guess these values just need to be negative. That fits a little bit better with the low poly style for sure. I will need to redo this live vest, but it does match way better. The head obviously cannot be just round like that, it needs to be also a cube. So let's do the head based on this. Okay. And it's gonna be maybe 3. Something like this could work. It just needs to a little bit. We just need to move this one. Maybe 5 units. Maybe another one. Okay, might be a little bit too big. Then maybe a little bit, yeah, taller. Okay, cool. That might work. So let's go and bake the rotation and scale. Let's go back. And the rotation needs the texture needs to be redone. Hey, how's it going, Sisa? I'm redoing the character so it looks a little bit more low poly. I got it working. I have a main menu that you can use to play single player and multiplayer. I added the Advanced Sessions 5.7 version. It works with Steam sockets. Super happy. I'm able to test with my other PC, and it's working. I got a simple single input. So if the character is sitting on the left, it sends the input to the left. If it's sitting on the right, it sends the input to the right, and it's assigned on the game mode, so it's very nice. Okay, that looks kind of weird. Let's see if we can fix it. By going to UVs, transform UVs. Let's see if we can add this face a little bit nicer. Yep, something like that. Boop. Let's stop snapping. Awesome. I'm super happy that you started with the Steam page. I was working on my Steam page as well today. You the thing that you really need to get right, it's the genre and the tags. Try to really verify that with Claude or whatever other AI you're using. I was totally wrong about my tags. So it took me a long time to figure out. And don't feel that you need to fill in all the gaps. There's this sub-genre section. If you don't have anything that matches your game, don't put anything in there. For example, my game, I couldn't find anything that matches my game, so I just left that. Something like that is cool for now. Then we're just gonna hide the other the other textures. This one we don't need. So we're just gonna make it like disappear somewhere there, and we're gonna disappear somewhere here. We're gonna make this one also disappear somewhere here. Maybe this one also, just a little bit. Okay, cool, now we have some kind of face. Cool. Okay, now we go back. And this needs to be rotated somewhere here. There you go. Yep, just need to simplify this thing a lot. And it's gonna look way nicer. And also the hat, need to remodel it in this kind of style. It does need a big head. Oh yeah, that would be amazing. If you can get an artist to do those assets, that would be very, very nice. Yeah, I would love to check your Steam page. Oh, yeah. We need to pause animation. It's okay. I'll remake those assets. Not a big deal. Just trying to see how a more stylized low poly character will look like. Yep. Fits a little bit better with the environment. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like very far away. Let's see, we have an issue here. Let's add a skin material to this section. And then I just need to place this a little bit nicer, so the deformation works a little better. Yep, this might be too short. All right. Let's see how this looks. So here we have a lobby character. Oh, is this? Oh, okay. No, I can just. Yeah, I love how the round. I love this character, but definitely need to rework it so it matches the style. He's not supposed to be sitting. There you go. That's kind of cool. Just need to definitely redo the hat and the life vest, and it's gonna be very cool. Then we can swap hats, swap the life vest, like customize the character a little bit, swap the face texture, stuff like that. Okay. I'm gonna open the map again. Let's see if we can do a cool hat. Based on this head. So, we're gonna make a copy. We're gonna call it hat. And we're going to thinking probably let's try something like this. What if I come here and get rid of that? First change the mesh so I don't modify the original. Okay, now let me get rid of that. Okay, then okay, pivot bottom. Okay, then we're gonna okay, this is the most simplified version of it. Okay. Let me think, maybe we can do an extrude, inset, okay, then we do another extrusion up, and we scale down. That's gonna give us some volume. It's gonna make it look like it actually, you can put your head inside. Okay, then I want some of that roundness, but not too much. So we're gonna add a little bit here. Let's go even, and then we're gonna get this loop and scale. Okay, then we're gonna get this one, maybe scale as well a little bit. Oops, I need the edge loop. That's kind of cool. Okay, I would like to get that edge here. That edge. So we have a triangle here. It's not gonna allow us to do it like that. So maybe if I put an edge here and then grab this one and then go up and then scale again, scale in again. Awesome. Then go up a little. Sweet. Then we can do the same here. Go up, scale in. Okay, that gives us a nice edge. Okay, cool. Then we can probably just make it a little bigger. Let's copy the position, paste. Oh, I need the face texture. This actually needs to be assigned to the mesh itself. So every time we drop it, it's gonna have it. There you go. Cool. Okay. Yep. Looks a little bit like Pizza Hut kind of thing. Maybe it does need a little bit of a, you need to break these edges a little bit in a different way. So hey, how's it going? I'm reworking the character a little bit. There you go. Now that breaks the Pizza Hut look. Okay. Now we're gonna get another one. And we're gonna do it like this. Awesome. Yep. That looks way nicer. Maybe I can add some kind of bevel here. I think that's kind of cool. And then another edge loop right here to break this flat line, and I think it's almost done. That's the beauty of low poly. You can really generate these things pretty fast. So I'm going to grab this, put it here. Let's actually bake that scale. Just the scale. All right. And then let's try to place it a little bit nicer. Mesh. I appreciate it. Russian taxi driver. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me place this a little bit. Boop. Boop. And maybe we can give it a little bit of rotation. Boop. There's something weird with the shading, so to fix that shading we are going to go to normals, attributes, normals, face normal threshold 0. That gives us that nice low poly look right there. Very hard edge. Okay. And it feels a little bit small for that big head. Maybe we can adjust it a little bit. Okay. Okay, next is the shirt. So let's make it invisible for now. Because we need to figure out the body first. So okay, that needs to be the same shape. Same shape. So I'm just gonna get this shape here and call it torso. This one needs to have the pivot point in the center. And to respect those bevel edges, I might just modify this with the modeling tools. Snapping to 10. Let's try something like that and see what happens. Is the pivot point in the center? I don't think so. No, it's not. Now it is. There you go. Something like that. And then it needs to have the shirt color. Then we can adjust those nicely. and add more detail to the shirt and stuff. But it's gonna have a life vest. But also I want different life vests, so it's nice to add a little detail. Maybe with a little bit of texture, just like Cinti Polygon does. Alright, so next, the color of the shirt. I feel like it needs to have like camping shirt color. Like a pale green kind of thing, something like that. Okay. Yep, that's the color I want. Yeah, with this lighting it's very hard to tell the colors. Very dramatic yellowish lighting. Hey Wicked, how's it going? No, it's on pause. I got a little bit demotivated because the whole replication thing. I actually have a playable demo that I think that it's not that fun. But yeah, I already submitted the game for final revision on Steam. So basically I used my Steam token, so I need to release that game. Because I mean I already used the token, so I might as well just release it, at least as a demo. So definitely it's gonna come out eventually. The RPG engine, the template, is getting a whole refactoring. It's been going on for months, so maybe I might do it, or just work with what I have and release it. But for now I'm doing like a rafting game as a side project, trying to keep it very, very small. And this one is made from scratch, so I understand the logic, and it's way nicer to work with, because the other template it's too complex. Being 100% honest, it's too complex. You are muted. Please subscribe to the text to speech. Huh. I appreciate it. Yeah, I took a break. I worked on another zombie game that also got put on hold. Oh my god, so many projects, you know, that unfinished projects. It's just crazy. Okay, well, I think it needs a little bit more detail, but we have some nice base shapes going on. Trying to match the low poly style from Cinti. but I don't want to use their characters because I do want to have some, at least the characters I want to make on the raft, and maybe a couple of assets, maybe retexture some stuff, so it's a little bit more custom. For example, these spears are a little bit too detailed. I really like them, but they don't really match the style. The raft also has like very detailed textures, so I need to fix that. But yeah, I've been playing a lot with water physics and yeah, basically did all this logic from scratch, which it's pretty simple, to be honest. But that's what I need to be doing. Yeah, this is the Unreal shallow water default plugin, and it's so nice. Really like it. I think it goes so well with the low poly style. Like I was trying to figure out some kind of stylized water, but I was not able to make it work with the Unreal water system. But I really think like this, I really like this contrast between realistic water and like super stylized props. Okay, well, it's we're getting the character somewhere. Pretty basic for now, but I think it's gonna be fine. I see this edge right here. Oh, maybe we could add a loop in here. Okay. I appreciate it. Nice talking to you. Unfortunately, I cannot do that edge right there, so I might just do it like this. Okay, hopefully that works. And that edge I want to grab and then scale. There you go. That gives it a little bit more detail. Cool. Okay, just wanted to break in a little bit into the modeling side of things. Just wanted to look how, wanted to see how this might look. So that's very nice. Pretty happy with this as a first iteration. Static mesh, level. Main menu. This is not, I shouldn't be focusing too much on this right now. Because I don't really need the menu for the Steam page or anything like that. But it will be nice to have some basic main menu. It looks very shady with this lighting, and the hat adds a little better. Okay, so what's next? Let's get a little bit of different lighting here. Okay. I just want to get the post-process volume that I was using in the other level, so everything looks similar. And see how that looks. All right. Post process, and here I'm just gonna copy this one. Okay. When it comes to temperature, maybe we don't need that. Okay. I'm not sure if this font works that well. It has like a wood effect, but it's too small to actually notice. thinking. Um, maybe maybe I can build a quick main menu screen. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just gonna do a super quick background. Just need to add a little bit of there you go. Okay, just need a cool texture for the ground. Maybe something like this. Do I have the normal for that? I think maybe this one. Okay, then we can layer a little bit more other materials. Let's not align to normal. We want them straight. Density, half of it. Maybe 1/4.
А я то думаю, хто то тут працює. Молодець.
Хорошо.
Молодець. Ти тут спиш
Ні, я там.
в середньому. А тут собака. Ясно. Я нічку переночую.
Ну добре, баба.
А це що тут?
А, мама купила тобі сам пару штучки. We might actually need just trees around the character.
Там собака, а тут ти так.
Собака тут любить спати.
Що?
Собака тут любить спати.
Ага.
Я там сплю.
А ти так?
Ага.
А тут хто?
Ніхто? Просто так?
Ясно. Ну ладно, не буду мішати.
Хе-хе, хорошо, баба. Alright. Foliage. I kind of need to work from that camera angle. Just, oh, there you go. Perfect. So that makes a lot more sense. select G. There you go. So we can actually place some stuff. It's super unfocused because I moved the focal point. Where's the focus thing here? Plane? Manual click. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Nope, not like that. I have no collision, so maybe it doesn't want to. So something like that, I think might work. Alt B. That's a little bit nicer. I don't like the shininess of the trees. I think I'm going to fix that. The shininess of the trees is just not very nice. Where is it? There you go. That looks a little nicer. Also the trunk. Might look better without being a little bit more, a little bit less reflective. Okay, nice. It does feel very small. Right there. Okay, cool. Oh, what? Oh, I need to work in full screen. Oh, okay. That's a little confusing. Okay, that makes sense. Is it? Oh, it's just playing from my camera angle. Oh wow. Oh, I'm moving the camera. Oh my god, it's not locked. Oh, that's why. Oof, I haven't. Worked with cameras in a while. There's probably an option to just lock it. it not showing the bug now? Wow, okay. This yeah, definitely. I would love to. I would love to see. Just making a super quick main menu. Let's do a little test. What happens if I take a screenshot? And a Google search by image. Let's see what it finds. Okay. This character is from the low poly survival game Unturned, or its mobile counterpart, The Outlast 2. Well, you are wrong, Google, but it's close. Yeah, it's pretty close. Looks kind of cool. This kind of style looks kind of nice. I like this guy right here. Let me save this image. And also Roblox references. It does look like a Roblox character. Alright. I do like the head being super huge. It's kinda funny. Alright, that's cool. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this main screen. I can polish this later. Just wanted to actually have something there as a placeholder. We can have a little tent, maybe a little bonfire, a little the raft, the paddles, somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit of the maybe a lake in the background, something like that. I think this foliage is not actually moving. No, we need some world position offset on it. Do I have my world position offset here? Maybe I have those nodes. Oh, there you go. Is this the one that I... World position offset, vertex. Well, this is very similar to the one I'm using. Kind of like easy to modify. I had very good settings because I don't want to make it move like it's seaweed underwater. Let me add some color to these folders because it's very easy to get lost. Oh, it already has then. Are they using the same material? No, they're not. It looks so weird with low poly assets. Oh. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. From this far away it kinda works, but from up close it looks very weird. And it's very slow. Looks like underwater seaweed movement or something. Okay. Anyways, not a big deal for now. This material does have the world position offset. Wow, that looks very strange. Okay, something around there. This one is not. These ones are not moving. They're not using the same. I need to clean up these materials. I have two different materials set up for this. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing great. Working on a small personal project about a rafting game. So I got the multiplayer to work. Just making a quick main menu, and I wanna start making the first level so I can make a little demo and get enough content for the Steam page. That would be very nice. The game is gonna be named River Drift. Is it this one? Oh, okay. so many pine trees, and one of them has a different material. Okay, these ones are not moving. Okay, so these ones. Do they need to have? Maybe it needs to have an instance, so I can actually activate those. Parameters. Oh. Let me try something. Hey Sherry, long time no see. I'm gonna try it like this. I'm gonna just push the nodes out of the actual function and just put them there. Зараз піду.
Ти читав мої месаги, правда?
Який?
Що мені треба на завтра кодігу.
Я послав тобі?
Кодігу є, так?
Так.
Все добре, більше нічого не треба.
Прекрасно.
На Софійку чекаємо, але зробив, важко було чи зразу пішов?
Це зразу, то просто пагіна не хотіла.
Ти розумієш, я як відчував, що я їду, мені потрібно їхати, бо хата була закрита. Я коли підійшов до дверей, відкриває пацан, і я бачу, що його морда, стариканець, але бачу, морда розумна в нього, така комп'ютерна. Я кажу, хочу що запитати. Він каже, прошу, будь ласка. Сьогодні просто закрито, завтра зранку прийдете. Кажу, ми не можемо Софію цей, мою дочку не може ніяк. Він каже, так зайди в свій профіль і за дженерал кому де суперфільки я став септаном. Я кажу, окей, от і все. Ніхто мені то не міг сказати, ні китайка не сказала.
Я то саме робив. Соня просто...
Повезло. Ти вже то робив раніше?
Я то робив, так. Я давав next і мені дали error.
А сьогодні ні.
Соня акцептувала пагіна, потім другу, терцеру зробив і все.
Тут такий софтвер, видно, в них він ламається, в них погано працює, і люди мучаться. Я скільки разів їздив, ще невідомо.
То я пробував desde una cuenta nueva, no me dejaba hacer cuenta nueva, зробив тую cuenta і робив, і Соня функціонував.
Ну добре.
Так.
Добре, мама там гарячі вареники, давай.
Добре, тато, дякую. Hey Sherry, I'm doing great. I took a break from streaming. Now I'm back working on a little game called River Drift. It's about paddling. So it's a co-op game where you need to synchronize yourself with your partner to avoid obstacles. A little bit like paddle, but you can actually go backwards and you can actually repair your boat and you can actually choose between different paths and something along those lines. Cannot figure out why this is not moving. Yeah, I would love to do something like that for sure. I actually I built a very cool environment using Cinti polygon assets, and it will be very nice to do something like that. I actually was prototyping something similar, but I decided to do a smaller, very simple project, in the sense of like not using templates, trying to write all the blueprints from scratch, so I actually understand what's happening and stuff. Yeah, not really sure what's happening here with these pine trees. Maybe if I try setting this material into the other pine trees. Maybe something got messed up when I migrated the assets. They have the same material and still don't want to move. There's something weird with this. Nice. Yeah, there's something weird with these trees. Okay, last try, and I think I will continue with something else. Okay, yeah, there's something strange. I see that they have 2 materials instead of just 1. Okay, anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna fix this later. It's not a priority right now. And another thing that I would like to do main level widgets. Where are the widgets? Here. It's there. I have actually a playable demo and stuff. Just need to do the trailer and make it public. It's just that I got a little bit demotivated because I couldn't get the multiplayer to work properly. There's a lag for the client. Just feels off. For a single player game, it works great. The server runs perfect, but the client has that little delay, not only with the movement, not only with the jetpack, but also a little bit with the shooting. So it put me off. Also, the template is a little bit too complex, and I got a little bit demotivated. Then I worked on the zombie game with Maddie, and that project also got put on hold. So I'm like, oh. That was actually not my decision, it was his. He kind of like lost interest in the project. So now I'm making this. Yeah, unfortunately, Maddie had an issue with his computer, so now he's trying to get a new PC, but the prices just rose. Yeah, I think I showed you this project, maybe not. It's a little bit off topic, but let's I haven't opened this in a while. Yeah, RAM is getting crazy expensive. Let me close the door for a second. I think I haven't opened this project. Oh, it's compiling 10,000 shaders. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a little bit. Me getting sidetracked from the actual swamp environment. So the goal of this stream was actually to the goal of this stream was actually to work on a swamp environment. So let's actually do that. But yeah, I got the game working on multiplayer. So I'm trying to actually build the first level so I can actually start testing with friends and get enough content for the Steam page. So basically, you go with two people and you basically paddle. Now I'm on single player mode, but each player just paddles from one side, and you need to avoid obstacles. You can also repair your raft. It's going a little bit too fast. Need to adjust that because I reworked the logic from single player to multiplayer, so I think I need to rework, adjust the values a little bit. I want the camera to slowly position itself. I want like have a free camera, but I want it to slowly position itself back behind the raft when you move forward. Not exactly sure how to do that, but definitely we'll figure that out with ChatGPT or something like that. So I want to have like different paths where you go and you can choose between more difficult paths and more easy ones. And I want the wood to be ouch. Oh crap, no. I want the wood to be stored so you can use it as you wish to repair your raft. Oh crap, no. Okay, I need to work those collisions. Ouch. Yes, hey Zero, I'm using the shallow water actor, which is super awesome. And here I'm using another, there's one river. Let me load the default editor layout. Here you go. So I'm using your typical water body river and the shallow water river to actually be able to simulate the water and bake it. And it's super cool because I realized that you can actually make different, you can add more rivers and they connect super nicely. So I want to have different paths where you choose between like a harder one or a easier one, and so there's like decision making depending on how much wood you have stored and stuff like that. I think might work very nicely. Did you try the Resident Horror template? It's free. No, I haven't. I'm trying to step away from templates for a while. Just trying to learn how to do things from scratch. It's a little bit easier to deal with. Yeah, I think you're right. Sisa is right. With using templates, it's a trap. It's a trap. Because at the end of the day, the best advice that somebody can give you for game dev is keep it small and keep it simple. And how do you keep things small and simple? Basically just making your systems from scratch and keeping things very tiny. Because when you open up a template, you have a bunch of features and you are like, I don't need that for my game, but maybe I can add it. And that's just a snowball effect, and that's just deadly right there. And then I feel like you are inside a box and you're trying to add things outside the box, and it's so hard because you're working with this system that is just very tight, and you need a lot of understanding to actually break from that box and a lot of effort. So might as well just make things from scratch. And yeah, I'm trying to like simplify things as much as possible, like as much as possible. It's first party from Unreal. What? What do you mean? Oh. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go that route, might as well just write your own engine, right? But you know what I'm trying to say, like, when you start using like a complex system, you get like tangled into that system. Which is totally fine. I appreciate it. Which is totally fine if you really want to make that kind of game. Let me make it a little bit slower. Because I think the raft is going too fast. That feels a little bit better, maybe a little quicker. Okay. Yeah, the character could use a little bit more polygons. These crocs are definitely too high detailed. They're hand painted, and we actually are not gonna go with that style. Also, those spears don't go well with the style. The raft needs to be simplified in texture, trying to match my props with the Cinti low poly style. This is another thing, when you get out of the water, the raft gets very, very slow. I might make it so you cannot actually get out of the water. Have like spikes on the edges. One thing that I want to do is the camera. We need to add that camera. When I press forward, I want the camera to align to the boat. I have no clue how to do that. So again, getting a little bit sidetracked. I was trying to do some level design, but let's try to fix the camera, because I think that's something that I wanted to do a while ago. world settings. Okay. I miss my old character. It looked so nice. Now it's like simplified. I'm gonna add a little bit more detail to it, but I think we are going in a good direction with this. Alright, so the thing is this. This nonsense is just for the paddle to show up and hide. This is not no needed. I'm gonna keep the paddle on the character, so this logic is gonna I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so here's the raft reference. So from the raft reference, we need to get world rotation from the boat. Okay, let's see if this prints. We have an event tick here. This is just for testing. I'm gonna get rid of this logic. We actually don't have that on the multiplayer logic. This is just for single player, just for now. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, working from home, it's very, very nice. As long as you still go out and walk your dog and do some exercise, I think it's very nice. Because like commuting to work, oh my god, it's too much. The time that you actually spend commuting, especially if you're driving in traffic, is just crazy. So for people who work in a computer, I think it doesn't really make sense. Let's print. Let's see if we are actually getting a rotation from the raft. Okay. Okay, I think we're getting the rotation. Now, this is the funny part. How do we set the rotation? On the camera boom and make it with a camera delay. Okay, first let's see. Camera, let's probably set it on the camera boom, and then we're gonna set world rotation camera boom, and this should just kind of like snap. It should probably just snap it to the boat, and then we will try to get that nice offset and delay, so you can actually move the camera, and then when you go forward, it actually aligns. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we might have an issue because I'm setting here use controller rotation yaw, orient rotation to movement. What if I click those two? It doesn't change. Mm. Let's see, maybe full camera. That's not what we want, but we are getting somewhere. Maybe, okay, we know we are getting this value, we don't need to print. Maybe let's split and actually just get the C rotation. Oh yeah. Yeah, actually this music is getting a little bit repetitive. Let's see what else I got here. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while, so need to find my music. Orient rotation to movement. I change something. I changed something in the hierarchy of the camera, and maybe that's why it's not working. Oh. Okay, we snap the camera now. Okay, we snap the camera. That's something. does it have to do with this? Okay. This is character movement, this has nothing to do. And we probably don't need that. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit more manageable. Let's make it a little bit more top down. Okay, that feels better. That's a little bit like I had it before. And then I just want to make it so when I left click, I get to move the camera around, and then release and it snaps back. Like, I will like it so you can move the camera, and once you start moving, the camera aligns again. This is, I mean, I've seen this with so many characters. This is probably like a couple of checks that I need to check on the character blueprint. Forgot the setting that I actually changed for this. Was it use pawn control rotation? Was that the one? Yeah, that's the one I changed. So use pawn control rotation. So what if we come here and make something like a little test, left click, how do I get that key? That's funny. Is this one? Okay, there you go. Left mouse. Okay. So we're gonna get the thing, and we're gonna turn use control pawn rotation. Use pawn control rotation set. That's not the one I want. Context sensitive. I see it here. Okay, there we go. Set use spawn control rotation. Okay, cool. So once we pressed, I want it snapped. I want the default option to be true. Once we press left click, it turns false. Once we release, it turns back to true. Okay, I think this might do it. Okay, that works. It's we need some camera lag, and I think I have it backwards because it's true. Oh, I need it to be false. So let's invert all of that. There you go. So I can spin around, look at the environment, very cool. Then I let go, it snaps back. That's kind of like a very cheap way of doing it. Now, how can I make it so it smoothly goes back to it? That's something closer to what I want. Is there camera lag? Enable camera lag, rotation lag. Let's see if this does anything. Oh, that's what I want. Exactly what I want. Yep. I can look around and then I let go. It goes back slowly. It's a little snappy and a little bit strange because I have the camera collision on, so it's colliding with everything and makes it kind of like. But that's a little bit closer to what I had in mind. Instead of just clicking, can I do it just with mouse movement? Mouse X and Y, I guess. No. Or maybe mouse. Yeah, I think it was mouse X, mouse Y. Let's see, do they print 1 when I move and 0 when I don't move? Yeah, so it needs to be 0. I stop moving the mouse and the thing goes back to 0. It snaps back. This is a very probably very dumb way to do this, but let's see. Then I can actually clean this up. So equal equal. So if this equals I think we might need an AND boolean. So if both values equal 0, it snaps back. The execution pin okay. A not boolean. If it's not 0, we turn it on. The question is, how do I connect the execution pin? Do we actually need this execution pin to run to give me the value? Yes, we need that. Yeah, this is a little bit too crazy. I might just ask ChatGPT. For now, let's just keep it with a click. Yeah, I think that makes more sense for now. Use purge. Use the pure getter for mouse X. The pure getter for mouse X. we need something to execute with. Let's just test it for now with a event tick, the dangerous and problematic event tick. Okay, just keep one event and then I think it might be funky. Okay, this is the zombie project, it loaded. Okay. Ugh. Maybe this is the other way around. It kind of works, it's just very snappy. It felt better just keeping it with left click. Feels a little bit more let me see how it works. It's a pawn con, so pressed true, released false. Okay, I think this is something like that. So we press, we move. Yep, that feels great. That feels nice, and then it goes back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I appreciate it, Zero. So let's say we are exploring, and then I want to hold left click, look around. That's kind of nice. I still need to figure out the camera collision, so it feels a little bit better. Maybe some assets will block the camera, some others don't. Need to experiment with that, so it feels nice, and you can actually go underwater by going to camera, ignore. Collisions are such a headache. Probe size. Maybe we can try something smaller. That feels a little better. It still collides with the water. Ah, okay, maybe it's the camera blocking the water. Collision, fall, collision. Camera. It's set to camera channel. Camera channel. Ignore. What if we set it to overlap? Let's just try world static here. I had the camera going on the water before. It's fine. Yeah, let's just leave it like that for now. Okay. Yeah, some of these collisions feel very strange. The small pieces of wood and roots and stuff, you can get stuck very easily. Definitely need to. Need to see how to work with them. And now the raft is going a little bit too slow. here. I remember having some issues with this. Maybe some of these props could be breakable. They do damage to the boat and then they break, so you don't actually get stuck in them, because it's actually very easy to get stuck. That's going to be a problem, knowing what breaks the boat, what doesn't break the boat, what has collision, what doesn't. So I need to probably clean up the level a little bit. It will be so nice to go over the foliage and make it actually bend. That will be so nice. Need to look into it. I'm gonna close this other project for now. All right. All right, it's gonna be 8:30. I think I'm gonna go have some dinner. Okay, we got a little first menu. Little work on the first menu. Got the new character. First pass on the new character. So I'm just gonna make a quick build. See if everything's working. And go have some food.
Y el marketing y para allá son tiene bastante armadito, sí, la estrategia, eso de llevar los rituales también, qué bonito, de verdad que es cuestión hasta de averiguar, la misma U hace o varios estilos, no, la misma U, no sé, pero varias veces escuché ahí como cuando estaba en el técnico de videojuegos ahí que había como mucha aquí, no me acuerdo el nombre.
Okay, let's see how it's going. There we go. Usually packages very quickly. What happened to the texture of this character? Oh my god. Are you serious? Um. Oh, yep, something happened to the texture. Tá, ya se hace aquí en Chiyo. Oh, something happened to the texture on the build. That's not a big deal. So let's see. We get the other character on the lobby. Okay. I don't probably need this lobby to work like this. Game settings, multiplayer, single player. So it's a little bit strange because you need to set, then go back, then start the game. Kind of want to simplify this menu. Too many clicks to just launch the game. Okay, single player map. Okay, it's working. Awesome. I need to amen to go back. I need to make it so I can actually go back instead of just closing the game. Let me try the multiplayer. Okay, multiplayer is just one input. Basically, you sit there with another player and you go. And I want to test that super quickly on my other PC. It's been 3 hours. Okay, we got the character. We worked a little bit on the character, a little bit on the main menu. Added a little bit of the camera logic. Not bad. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. Just put a different name so I know this is the latest build. I kind of like this kind of style. Kind of like this stick figure. It looks kind of cool. Maybe I can do something like that. I do have the stick arms. Something like this might work. Need to experiment a little bit with that. Alright, let's test this out. I will show you the zombie game on another occasion. I'm getting pretty hungry and need to do a couple of things before it gets too late. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna open Steam. Very important. Open Steam before you test your game in multiplayer. Also make sure that you are using the 480 app ID. If you haven't given any keys of your own thing away, because other Steam accounts won't be able to access your app ID until you actually give them a key, which is very, very important. Alright, let's test this out. So I won't be able to see the chat for a second. Okay, the first thing you want to see is the actual Steam overlay. Great, so we're gonna host game, then I'm gonna join that game. There you go, join. Then I'm going to swamp multiplayer. We need to set it ready up. Then we need to start game. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, we have two characters. Okay, if I press spacebar on this one, oh, what the hell? That's laggy. Oh crap. It was working better the other day. Did I change anything? Oh, it's because I'm streaming. Yeah. It's probably because I'm streaming. Yeah, probably because I'm streaming. Hopefully, because this was working way better before. It feels very snappy. Oh, I also added the single player logic, so maybe that has something to do with this. I do like these characters a lot, but I'm gonna match the style. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. We have something going. It's not. Not working as intended, but at least we can sit together on a raft. That's why you need to test often. Every little thing you add to the game might break it. Okay. Yep. We got something going on. That's nice. Now I'm gonna spend hours just trying to figure out what happened. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Good night.